Next experiment is measurement of AC signal parameter using CRO. Here aim to measure the various AC signal parameter using CRO. The apparatus required CRO and function generator. In this experiment, one of the AC signal is generated by means of function generator, and the value of that signal, that is amplitude, time period and frequency, is calculated through this CRO. This is CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope. It is an electronic display device which is used to convert electrical signal into visual signal. So this is CRO. This is power button. Next one, there is two channels, and this is a display unit. It is similar to your graph sheet. It has y-axis and x-axis. This is channel 1 and this is channel 2, through which you can feed your input signal. And at the same time you can visualize both the channels by pressing this dual button. This is dual button. If you press this button, you can visualize both the channel at the same time. Here look at this, there is two display, channel 1 and channel 2. And if you want to see only one channel, means you have to use this button. If you press this button, you can visualize only channel 2. If you releases the button, then you can visualize channel 1. Next one is Y position. This is for first channel. By using this, you can lift your signal into up or down. Look at this. If you are changing the position of this knob, you can lift your signal either upward direction or downward direction. This is for channel 2. Next one, X position. Similar to Y position, there is X position. By changing this knob, you can move your signal either to left or right. Look at this. If you are changing this, your signal is moved to right or left. Next important thing is voltage division and time division. This voltage division is separate. There is two separate voltage division for each channel, and there is only one time division for both the channels. And this voltage division, already I told you that your display is like your graph sheet. So if you want to plot any value on graph sheet, means first you have to scale the graph, right? So similarly here, this voltage division will act as a scale for y-axis and time division will act as a scale for x-axis. So by changing this or otherwise rotating this knob, you can change the scale of x-axis and y-axis. So next one is function generator. This is function generator, which is used to generate different waveforms with wide range of frequencies. It is a 2 MHz function generator, that is a power button. And by means of this function generator, you can generate either square waveform, sine waveform, triangle waveform or DC signal. Okay, and here there is one button, that is function, right? Function. By pressing this button, you can change the waveform, that is shape of the waveform. First one triangle. If you press this, square, again DC, then sine. Okay, so it generates triangular waveform or square waveform, sine waveform or DC waveform. 4 waveforms can be generated by using this function generator. And second one, frequency. This is frequency knob. By adjusting this knob, you can change the frequency of the signal. Next one is amplitude. So this is amplitude variable knob. So if you are changing this knob, the amplitude of the signal will vary. Next one is probe, by means of which you can connect your CRO with the function generator. I'll show you how to connect. First probe is connected with function generator, and the second probe is connected with channel 1 of the CRO. Then positive, that is CRO positive, is connected with AFO positive, that is red to red. Negative is connected to negative, that is black to black. Next, let us see how to calculate the amplitude and time period of the given signal. Here we are using a sine waveform. Okay, first we should know what is period and frequency. Period. It is the time taken to complete one full cycle. Here in sine waveform, one full cycle means it includes positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Okay, so one full cycle means positive half cycle and negative cycle. So this is the total period of sine waveform. And next one is frequency. Frequency is the reciprocal of time period. So f is equal to 1 by t. Next, amplitude. Here we are going to measure the peak to peak value. This point is known as positive peak and this one is negative peak. So we have to measure the value between these two peak values. That is called as peak to peak value of this sine waveform. Let us do the experiment. Here I said the waveform is sine waveform. Now I am changing the amplitude. I am increasing amplitude. Here the amplitude is increasing. Now decreasing. Here also it is decreasing. So by changing this amplitude position, you can change the amplitude of the signal. Next one is frequency. Now I am increasing the frequency. Here the frequency is increasing. Frequency increase means a time period will decreases. Right? Now I am decreasing the frequency. So the time period is increasing. Next we will set one particular frequency, that is 50 Hz. Now we will measure this signal by using this CRO. Already I told you that this is like a graph sheet. Okay. So in graph sheet, if you want to know the exact value of the signal, what will you do? You have to multiply the number of units in x-axis. That is, if you want to calculate the time period, means you have to multiply the number of units present in x-axis and the scale for x-axis. Similarly, to calculate the amplitude, you have to multiply the number of units present in y-axis with the scale of y-axis, right? Same thing here also, you have to multiply the number of units present in x-axis with the time division to get a exact time period, and the number of units present in the y-axis with the voltage division to get the magnitude, that is exact magnitude of the given signal. Next we will calculate the peak to peak value. To calculate this peak to peak value, we can use this button XY. This is a button. If you press this, it will show the peak to peak value. To get the exact value, you have to count the number of units present in y-axis, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the unit is nothing but number of square. Okay, so there is 4 square. So it should be multiplied with voltage division. This is channel 1. So in voltage division, it shows the value 2 volt. So the exact magnitude is 4 into 2. Okay, so here the number of unit is nothing but number of squares, and here the each square has 5 divisions. So each division has the value of 0.2. Okay, so here the magnitude is 4 into 2, 8 volt. Next one, time period. Here positive half cycle, the number of unit is 1, 2. A negative cycle 1, 2. So totally 4 unit of time. It should be multiplied with time division. Here time division is 5 milliseconds. So 4 into 5 milliseconds, that is 20 milliseconds. So you get 20 milliseconds time period. Frequency is reciprocal of time period, that is 1 by 20 milliseconds, which will give 50 Hz. Actually we said 50 Hz. So here also he obtained same 50 Hz. This is model graph. From the observation, you have to draw this graph. Next, the formula used, peak to peak voltage, that is number of divisions into voltage division. Maximum voltage, which is the half of peak to peak voltage. So V peak to peak divided by 2. Next, RMS value. RMS value is equal to Vm by root 2. Time period, number of divisions in x-axis multiplied with time division. Next one is frequency. Frequency is 1 by time period t. And the result, thus the various AC signal parameters were measured using CRO.